Well, I guess finally you will be able to be an actual Pokemon master. Um, Take a look at this footage. Now, Pokemon Go is what this game is called, and it is being released sometime this year. And we have a lot of new articles now from people who are able to actually play the game, from people like IGN, some writers from Washington Post. Um, a lot of different places were able to play the game and review it, and they had a lot of different opinions on it. A lot of the same actual kind of mixed reviews. Some people loved it. Some people kind of, you know, felt like a little let down by it. So one of the things that a lot of people were talking about was catching a Pokemon, which has changed drastically from the way you do it in the like the Game Boy games. You know, I haven't played a new one on. I don't know what the Nintendo handheld systems are nowadays, but the old Game Boys, I think they're called like DSs or something. Anyway, the point is that they changed it from where you actually battle the wild Pokemon to now you just throw out uh, some Pokeballs to try and catch it. And the Pokeballs, of course, range from the regular Pokeballs to the Ultra Pokeballs. Um, and then you eventually catch it and you can train it. Then he said that fights only happen between other players at Pokemon gyms, but battles are about dodging your opponent's attacks, not choosing your attack for every turn. And this changes the setup a little bit, and that came from what I read from the Washington Post. Instead of from the footage I saw, instead of actually sitting up and choosing the attack you want to do and then doing the attack, you this information comes from IGN. You simply like swipe or you swipe to dodge, and then you tap to do your weak attack, and then you hold to do your stronger attack. And then Pokemon are supposed to, and this is supposed to be one of their cooler things that they found, that Pokemon are supposed to match their surroundings. So water Pokemon will be near lakes and other bodies of water. Now, again, like I said, they've given it mixed reviews and it comes out sometime this year, so they still have some time to tweak it a little bit and figure it out. But given all of this, I don't know, from the footage I saw, it still looks kind of cool, but in the but as an old fan of Pokemon, not battling my wild Pokemon is kind of it's totally different, and it's weird. I'm used to, having my Pokemon attack the wild Pokemon, and then we fight a little bit and they gain experience from it, and then I catch it once it's weak enough. And not doing that, just like I said, it feels weird, it feels different. And then the only time you actually do like real battles is when you go into gyms to try and take it over, which they said the gym feature, when you do that, it's more of like a King of the Hill game. So like you go in, you fight, I guess like three uh, gym members or whatever, and once you beat them, you choose which Pokemon you want to leave behind, and that Pokemon then defends the gym. And to me, that feels wrong, because gyms were always about, oh, you go to this gym, you fight this person. Once you beat that person, you get a badge and you move on. That person stays in charge of that gym. It's like Misty and Brock's gym. They still had their gyms. They just, when they left to follow along with Ash, they just put someone else that was already a part of the gym in charge of the gym. So that also is just different and weird. But the gameplay does one thing, and I think this is ultimately what is going to be the best part of the game, is it gets people out and it gets them experiencing the world a little bit more in a fun and interesting way. And it's very much that last part of what I told you about how it's, to find a certain Pokemon, you have to go to an area that Pokemon would be at. So if you want to find a Squirtle, go to the beach, go to a lake, go somewhere, see the scenery, and walk around, run around even, and find one. And I think this is going to be a good thing for our children, for even adults who are huge fans of Pokemon. And it'll help deal with situations like obesity in our country, because people are going to have to get up out of their house and walk around, and go places and do things. So that's a cool part. Plus, if you get the little wristband thing, you don't have to be looking at your phone as you walk around. Your little wristband thing will go off when you're near a Pokemon or a gym or something of that nature, or an event that's taking place. So I'm interested in the game. I hope they make some tweaks, and I hope they make some changes, because honestly, if that's all I'm gonna be doing, it's just tapping the screen and trying to dodge attacks and just throwing Pokeballs at wild Pokemon without actually battling them and training my Pokemon through the different battles, and through random trainers, then it's kind of not Pokemon. And that's my opinion. I'm excited for the game because I think it is going to be cool, and I think it'll be a great way to get back into Pokemon. But if it's not what I know and love, then it's not really Pokemon. It's something different, and it's not really catching and going through what, let's say, Ash went through to become a good and thorough trainer. So that's my opinion. Let me know what you think in the comments. Peace out. Bye-bye.